My name is Ashley Jung, and I am beyond excited to attend this year's Friends of GALA Launch Your Future breakfast. I would love to extend a huge, sincere thanks to all of our partners that have really come together to fund the programs, fund the activities, fund the resources that really bolster the futures of the young ladies here at GALA, and especially for myself and my peers in the class of 2021, for providing such opportunity to allow people like myself to share our stories. And I really do believe that every one of us has a story to share. I remember walking onto the studio set at Doheny Mansion to interview then board president of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, Cynthia McLean-Hill. I would say two things that I learned from that walking away was that Ms. McLean's interview really emphasized the importance of kind of passing the baton over to the next generation, to the next group of youth, next group of students, but also in the sense that we all have our own stories to share. And I think it was kinds of those two themes that really resonated with me at the end of it all. Because I feel like looking back on my GALA years, not only do I aspire to achieve, I would say, such a magnitude of amazing involvements for the community that Mrs. McLean-Hill has been involved in, but also in the sense that I will show up for the GALA community in the future. I don't know how many years that'll be, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, but I know that I'm very open to just coming back and just, again, having conversations. Another takeaway is that when I did get to know Miss McLean-Hill and her experiences, her involvements during the time for the LADWP, I think it didn't necessarily cross my mind that, oh, I can totally do what she's doing. I didn't have that bravado of a very, there wasn't much of those, I would say much of those thoughts going on in my head. It was more in the fact that, wow, I really see that she has principles that she really cares about. She has this kind of internal goal that she really wants to hit. And I looked at that and I like to think that I kind of saw qualities of myself in her. And at the present moment, I am finishing up my last semester of grad school. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna be. I don't even know if I'm gonna be in LA in the next 5 years, but all I know is that I do want to do work that impacts in a positive way those communities around me. And whether that be for a federal agency, whether that be for some private sector entity, whether that be work commissioned on behalf of the city, and whether I work for the city of whatever entity, whatever municipality, all I really care about is just staying true to my values and pursuing that in the work that I will do next. I would also love to give a second thanks to, once again, our partners and our supporting sponsors for not only kind of laying the groundwork that GALA students as of now are walking on, and for kind of funding the programs, the resources, every activity that we can leverage, but to also allow us and to empower us to really open the next door that we will step through.